Welcome to my views and news, Saturday's first video. Main news stories from Tigray. Ethiopian jets have dropped some leaflets in Tigray. The leaflets contain a message for common Tigrayans from Ethiopian federal government. This is the only way perhaps by which Ethiopian government can reach the people of Tigray, because all other means of communication are cut off. If you remember, in November 2020, Ethiopian jets dropped leaflets in Tigray. Same seems to be happening now. Question is, what is written and what is the message from Ethiopian government to Tigray's people through these leaflets? Secondly, a very important development, Sudanese army chief, man in command in Sudan, Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, is in Ethiopia. He is in Bahirdar attending a meeting of Tana Forum. Very important development, as Ethiopia has been accusing Sudan of backing, supporting, arming Tigray fighters and other armed groups. And this visit has come amid reports that Tigray fighters are reorganizing themselves on Sudan side of Sudan-Ethiopia border. And thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian government officials are facing the anger of Tigrayans in the US. 2 days ago, a Tigrayan lady confronted Ethiopian Finance Minister Ahmed Shide. Eleni Abraha is the name of the lady. And yesterday, another Ethiopian government official was confronted by Tigrayans. He was seen trying to avoid the confrontation by hiding his face. Firstly, viewers, Tigray, where some Ethiopian jets have dropped leaflets in different parts of Tigray. A message is written on these leaflets for the people of Tigray from Ethiopian federal government. The leaflets address the people of Tigray, common people of Tigray, religious scholars, community elders, and Ethiopian government through these leaflets is trying to tell the people of Tigray that the government wants to support them, that people of Tigray should disassociate themselves from TPLF, that people must not send their children to war. They shouldn't be part of this war. Firstly, can people of Tigray resist recruitments, conscriptions by Tigray forces? No, they cannot. They're not in a position. So, if you send a message to them that they shouldn't be part of this war, it's just a message. No one is there to protect them if they decide to rebel against Tigray People Liberation Front-led Tigray regional government. So that is why overall these leaflets will not make a difference. But in November 2020 as well, Ethiopian jets dropped leaflets in Tigray. A few days before Ethiopian and Eritrean forces took control of Mekelle. And then an interim government was put in place in Mekelle. I think same pattern is being followed here. Ethiopian federal government wants the people of Tigray, Eritrean government as well, they want the people of Tigray to turn against TPLF, to rise against TPLF-led Tigray regional government, which is not possible, I think, in present circumstances. Even organized opposition political parties could not stand up to a Tigray regional government. They faced repression as well. Some Tigray opposition parties said their meetings were stormed by Tigray regional government officials before this third round of fighting. So it's difficult to speak against the government of Tigray while being in Tigray. Like it's difficult to speak against Ethiopian government while being in Addis Ababa. Ethiopian government is hunting down dissidents across Ethiopia. See what is happening in the Amhara region of Ethiopia. How many are in prison? Thousands. So all over Ethiopia, it's difficult to challenge government's narratives. But dropping of these leaflets indicates that Ethiopian and Eritrean governments have decided that they will take control of entire Tigray. They want to remove TPLF from Mekelle. Can they do it? That is another question. But their intention is very clear now. And in a previous video, I reported about some meeting regarding finalization of interim government, names of interim government officials who will be in charge in Tigray once TPLF is forced out of Mekelle, if it happens. So another evidence for me that ENDF, EDF, Ethiopian federal government, Eritrean government, all have decided to remove TPLF from Mekelle, from Tigray. Secondly, viewers, General Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, Sudanese army chief, is in Ethiopia. It's a breakthrough in strained Ethiopia-Sudan relations. Ethiopia has been accusing Sudan of backing, arming armed factions. Tigray fighters were seen organizing on Sudan side of Sudan-Ethiopia border. A few days ago, they tried to launch offensives towards Volkait in western Tigray from Sudan. Offensives did not work and Tigray forces were pushed back, but offensives were launched from Sudanese soil. And some IDP camps on Sudan-Ethiopia border, on Sudan side of the border, were closed by Sudanese government because there was fighting ongoing near the refugee camps. Now, Abdul Fattah al-Burhan is in Ethiopia, in Bahirda. The two countries have been involved in a dispute over their border. Sudan, Ethiopia border dispute over Al-Fashaga for years. Secondly, the dam, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, has also been a source of conflict between Ethiopia and Sudan, Ethiopia and Egypt. Sudan's role is very crucial in the ongoing war in northern Ethiopia. If Sudan and Egypt proactively back Tigray People Liberation Front, Tigray fighters, it could lead to serious pressure upon Ethiopian federal government. But PM Abiy has been trying to normalize relations with Sudan. And that is why the efforts seem to be succeeding. Abdul Fattah al-Burhan is in Bahirda to attend a meeting of Tana Forum. Tana Forum is a platform established 10 years ago, I think, by Meles Zenawi of Ethiopia, former Prime Minister and President of Ethiopia. 10th meeting of this forum is being held in Bahirda. The forum discusses security challenges faced by African countries. African solution to African security problems are discussed at Tana Forum sessions. 3-day meetings have started, and from Sudan, Abdul Fattah al-Burhan is participating. From Somalia, Hamza Abdi Bare, Somalia's Prime Minister, is participating, and several other top African researchers, analysts, and politicians are participating. PM Abiy was also in Bahirda. He welcomed Abdul Fattah al-Burhan. He received him, and in his speech, PM Abiy stressed on African solution to African problems, which has been a consistent position of Ethiopian government about the ongoing conflict in Ethiopian Tigray region as well, that the conflict should be resolved only through African Union's mediation. Tigray has serious reservations about this slogan of Ethiopian federal government that African solutions for African problems will deliver. Overall, it's a positive development for Ethiopian government that Sudanese general is in Bahirdar. Maybe in this visit of Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, something might be agreed in coming hours between Abdul Fattah al-Burhan and PM Abiy of Ethiopia regarding the presence of Tigray fighters on Sudan side of Sudan, Ethiopia. But also coming days are very crucial for TDF's military presence in Sudan. Last viewers, Ethiopian government officials are facing the anger of Tigrayans abroad. We have seen several videos in the past as well when government officials were confronted by Tigrayans in Canada and US. Latest incidents were seen in Washington DC, where Ethiopian delegation led by Finance Minister Ahmed Shide and the State Bank Governor are in talks with IMF and World Bank officials. A Tigrayan lady, Eleni Abraha, confronted Ahmed Shide 2 days ago. She accused him of having killed her father. Who is Eleni Abraha? Some say she is from General Abraha Woldemariam's family. General Abraha Woldemariam worked as Eastern Command Chief of Ethiopian National Defense Force in the past. Another Ethiopian government official was confronted by angry Tigrayans a few hours ago. A video is being shared. The man seems to be avoiding the confrontation by trying to hide his face. Watch the clip. Thanks for watching.
You are supporting the genocide. Listen.
I'm not.
Okay, let's talk.
No.
My mom is crying.
No.
Open the humanitarian aid.